here we go. We on the way to Kentucky.
Well, all right, there, sportsman. That's it. Me and Mr. Preston Pittman and Danny Golden, we heading our Kentucky trip. So y'all be sure to pray for us. We'll have safe travels and a good hunt. And we'll show y'all more as we get there.
There you go.
Well, all right there, sports fans. We made it to our destination. You tell me that right there ain't some kind of pretty. I'll tell you the truth. But water's been up, so turkeys may or may not be in there, but we'll see. We got another place we're gonna go to in the morning, but we made it safe and sound. Thank you for your prayers. We'll give y'all a little tour of our facilities for the week. This is all those right there were tobacco. I don't know, something they hang tobacco off of it. The lady that owns the farm, her and her husband, her great granddaddy hand hewn all of those to hang the tobacco off of. And he took them and, made him up there for his handrails and stuff. And it's a pretty neat place. Got fixed up out here. So then he ended up going in here and taking this. Down in here's our bunks and stuff like that. And looks a little messy. We've been in here for a few days, but got a little TV and got a 5-time national turkey calling champion.
Dreaming about Africa.
And thinking about it.
TV.
Can't wait to go to Africa. And there it is on TV. So, but a little kitchenette and got it upstairs on it, and just a pretty neat little place to stay. Well, good morning, sports fans. This is our first morning in Kentucky. Boy, if that ain't a pretty sight right there. We're gonna ease in here and see if we hear one gobble this morning. I'll chat with y'all in a little bit. We done made her set up. I'm on the edge of a field. It's a little group of trees right down through here. He gobbled back over in that direction. Gobbled 3 times. Like I told y'all before, I'm not a big advocate of all this fly down and all of that. But when the turkey's far off, I try to make some natural sound loud enough that he can hear it. I know he can hear it. So I did a fly down with several hens this morning. So now we're setting up. I'm backed up in a bunch of pines. Probably had ticks all over me before this is done, because I didn't have as much spray on me as I thought I did. But anyway, we're gonna turn this thing around. Wait a little while, see what we see. Y'all hear all them crows over there? I sure hope them son guns is aggravating a big old gobbler, and he's coming this way. That was the direction he gobbled in this morning anyhow. Well, good morning there, sports fans. This is day 2 of our Kentucky turkey hunt. I was over yesterday, got set up in a spot, and dang stupid turkey come up in the wrong place up behind me. But anyway, this morning we're down here in the same area. Mr. Preston Pittman's right over yonder. We kind of had a deal. If it was gobbling in one spot, it was his. If it was my spot, it's another. Well, he's kind of in the middle. Well, then he gobbled this morning. Preston sent me a text, said my bird's gobbling. Well, he was gobbling at an owl hooter. Preston Pittman owl hooter, as a matter of fact. And, but anyway, then I moved on over here and got set up in a shooting house.
Pretty little old green field right here in front of it. That's where a turkey come yesterday up to slipped up behind me. So I doubt he gonna trick him. I can trick him into the same spot, but move into a little bit more open area. He feels a little safer. Maybe I can get him over here. But Preston just sent me a text that I can move in on him if I wanted to. It's just a little bit late for me to try to move that close on him. He gonna pitch out in the next 5 or 10 minutes, and he'd probably catch me somewhere in the wrong spot. So I'm gonna just hang tight right here and see if I can, maybe after he hits the ground, tends to a few hens, he'd get a little lonely somewhere around 9 or 10 o'clock this morning and slide in over here. So we'll just have to see. At least I can see a lot better from right here if he does come in. So anyway, y'all stay tuned. We'll see what we can come up with on day 2 of our Kentucky turkey hunt. He's gobbling a little bit. I don't know which direction he's going. That last gobble sounded like he's a little further off. But in this pocket where I'm sitting, I'll call back toward the woods and it'll echo back towards him. So kind of like a big sounding board. Hopefully he'll sit there and say, "Ooh, that old gal sound good. Let me go see what she up to." Well, all right there, sports fan. Old Preston just pulled the trigger on one up there. I called him and told him to go over there. You know, that's what I was doing over here. But you're right. But anyway, no, he just pulled the trigger. I heard him shoot. So ain't nothing else gobbled this morning. Ain't nothing else. All I've seen is a deer. So I'm pretty sure we finna load up and go over and get the picture taken and the grinning and the storytelling done. All right, I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, just a little bit ago I heard one gobble back up in the direction I got the camera pointed. So there's an old road right up in there. So I hope he comes out on that road. Should see him, I hope, coming out behind those trees right there. Should see him coming through them if he comes over here. But that's what we're hoping for. Well, we got a hen that come out, but she didn't bring her boyfriend with her. She's down out here picking her up some bugs and stuff, nibbling on getting her a mid-morning snack. Well, all right there, sports fans. You know, we up here in Kentucky on a little turkey hunt, but while we're here, a buddy of mine's got old Alice Chalmers G. It wouldn't crank and run, hadn't run for about 20 years, so I ordered him a tune-up kit and had it sent up here and tore the carburetor down and done a bench top rebuild on it with starter fluid and tip cleaners to get everything opened up and a little air in there. So we got all that there done. So didn't show you all of that because kind of tied up in there where we were working on it. But anyway, we're going to show you what it looks like when she's running. Well, all right, sports fam, here we go. We just got it kind of hot wired right now, but how about that? Well, all righty. How about that? Worked, didn't it? All right, like I said, there it is right there. We'll put a new set of points, plugs, condenser, plug wires, distributor cap, rotary button, and a coil on there. The starter button down there messed up. So with it messed up, we don't have power to our switches. So that's what we went with the hot wire for. So, but anyway, we got her all hooked up and got her fired off and running. Well, all right, that sports fan, old Bill's getting on this rig. That's the first time it's been driven in how long, Bill?
20 years she ain't been drove. There you go. Mission accomplished. Well, something hollering. They quit, go ahead.
Well, all right, there, sports fan. This is a Friday evening. This will be my last evening hunt here in Kentucky. We hadn't done much good. Had some gobbling. Woke up this morning, it rained real hard, so we just kind of slept in, kind of got caught up on that this morning. Done a little editing on YouTube stuff, but had a few gobbling here, there, and yonder. They pretty hard. Of course, this where we're at the farm we're hunting on. It's pressured pretty good. We've done. Let's see, there's done been like. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 turkeys harvested off of this place in a week and a half by the time we got here. So it's been hunting pretty hard. Had a lot of pressure on them. So all the dumb birds is gone, and that's what I gotta have. But anyway, we're sitting up here. I've been hunting on down there just a little bit, but Mr. Preston Pittman shot one yesterday morning. Just so y'all a little information now. Mr. Preston, straight up guy. He had his yardages marked. He knew where it was. He knows what his gun does. He knows what his shells do. But when that turkey came out, he got on his scope. He had some eye trouble, so he's having to shoot a scope. He got on the scope, and he was down. It had a little table there where it was. When he's looking at it, he seen that turkey, and he seen his ground mark that he had marked for the yardage. Old turkey did that wing fold and flop, and he was getting ready to cut out. Mr. Preston pulled the trigger on him. When he stood up, he noticed out there he had when you're looking, you see some sage grass and all out there, that he's seeing, and that was his mark at 45 yards. When he actually stood up, where he could see, there was 2 things of sage grass. The turkey was down here. The 2 become 1 when he got down on his scope on the table. But anyway, it was pretty far. Just say that. And so he didn't get that. But Mr. Preston Pittman, being the man that he is, he said, "That's my tag." He's done hunting. He does have another tag, but he's not gonna fulfill it. He said he done that. He's taking ownership of that bird, whether it lives or dies. It's got some of his pellets in him. He did try to get after him a little bit. The bird did take off and fly. So, feel like he can roost on a low limb anyway for a little while. But anyway, that's about it on that. So y'all be careful. Know absolutely your yardage. But anyway, I chose this spot where I am now instead of the spot I've been going, because in the morning being the last morning where I am now, let me flip this around and show y'all. All right, this is our last morning in Kentucky. The birds over there gobbling. Got Preston behind me. We're gonna see if we can get him.
close, folks.
Don't have my external microphone on my phone, so it's kind of hard to hear. But right now, Mr. Preston's doing a little soft calling over there. The turkey's is gobbling his head off. I mean, he's just steady gobbling. I wish you could hear all of it, but I'm gonna go through a lot of it and get it down to where that's pretty much all it is, because this took about 3.5 hours from start to finish. Right here, Preston's walking around to give the gobbler the illusion that the hen that's calling to him is walking away from him. set up. See if he'll move on up this way. I don't know, he's done been through here one time. Maybe he'll come back. He's done gobbled so much up. Hear that four-wheeler? Somebody on another farm romping, trying to get down ahead of him. So that may be a good thing. Maybe they'll run him back this way. All right, folks. Let's see. Let's back up. I don't have much battery. This darn phone's eating up batteries. But I came down through here. He stayed out there gobbling. I got around this tree right here. He'd been working his way up and down through here gobbling. Old Preston Pittman, that son I can call. You hear me? But we were way back up yonder. He wouldn't move. So I come down here, I put a move on him. I was sitting there and I seen him finally stick his head out behind this log. I knew he was right here at this log. He got right down there, right that tree where you see my gun propped. That was it. Put them apex on him, buddy. He's just a 2-year-old. But that son gun, he put up a heck of a fight this morning. He sure did. But there he is right there. Ain't that son gun pretty? Look at him. Man, oh man. Look at that big old head. That's how I'm going. He's a big old boy. All right, well, here come my boys right here. We're going to get down here and have a hoorah and then a picture taken. You got him?
Yeah, we got it, baby.
Awesome.
I tell you what, these hills a little hard on a bottomland mud sucker like this.
Good deal. Well, I'm glad you killed him today. You know why, Red?
Why that?
Because as much as he's gobbled this morning, I don't think he could have gobbled any more.
No, his throat would have been sore in the morning.
So I tell you what, thank you, buddy, for all the good calling you did. I tell you the
We
truth.
had fun.
I tell you.
How you like my little old tote there?
I tell you what, that thing right there, hand in the shirt pocket now. Sure
Well,
enough.
that's a young lady who makes those, Miss Taylor. So if anybody's interested in anything like this, on Facebook, Totes by Taylor. And it do make a hard job a lot easier.
Look at that.
you know?
I mean, I ain't even got to hold him.
There you
It
go.
hangs on right there.
Let's look at his beard. Show me his beard. Oh my goodness, he got a good one, don't
Yeah. Good thick beard.
he? Cool. Kentucky bird.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go. Has he got any spurs on him, or is he what I
No.
predicted he was going to be?
Yeah, you just like what you said.
A 2-year-old.
I kept thinking that clicking we were hearing was the spurs, but it wasn't. It may have been he just wore them down on it.
That's it. He just wore him
Yeah,
down.
I see.
I
That's it.
guarantee you. Well, cool.
Well, thanks
cool.
again, Preston.
Hey.
I really do appreciate it, buddy.
I had a ball.
Y'all be careful. Stay safe. Go to church on Sunday. See you next time.